Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for March 2025. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we're going to jump right into it, Aquarius. I want to personally invite you to one of the most game-changing, one of the most bonkers, new era marking months of the year, okay? This is big. We are at the beginning of the astrological calendar, equinox in March. This month is so big. Yeah, I didn't even know how to. It took me a long time to put this together. Okay, it usually takes me, like a day, but it took me about a week to put March together for everyone. Because we have two eclipses. We're entering eclipse season. Venus will go retrograde in Aries. Mercury will go retrograde in Aries, overlapping the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, where the sun will be exalted because we'll be in Aries season with Chiron in Aries. Okay. On top of that, we have a 2-week long 4 to 7 planet conjunction. Okay. At a given time throughout the month. On top of that, the sun is going to conjunct not only Saturn, but also Venus, Mercury, and Neptune. There are absolutely 0 oppositions this month, excluding the moon. The moon has transits or aspects every day. And we only have 1 square, and it's a good one. So no challenging aspects the entire month of March, other than the retrogrades and the eclipses. And if you saw, and that depends on you, right? It doesn't have to be challenging at all. If you saw your 2025 forecast, you know that I said this is going to be a year that we have never experienced in human history, modern human history, because there's something happening with 4 outer planets moving at the same time in such a compressed period of time. And that first of those planets, Neptune, will be changing signs, moving into Aries. So you see and by the way, that's Neptune moving into Aries. And therefore, Neptune is leaving Pisces, but Neptune's going to leave Pisces with a bang. Neptune's giving us 4 conjunctions in 1 month, all at 29 degrees, critical degree. You want to change? Here you go. We got change. Okay? Here's a serving of the change that you ordered, right? Whipped cream on top. Now, I want to remind you, the biggest thing here is that I dropped these readings a little bit earlier, so you may have not even gotten to the point yet, but remember, February 27th, we had a stellium in Pisces for the new moon in Pisces, February 27th, which kicked off March. So you're going to feel that energy for the first 2 weeks. That was in your second house of income, salary, finances, money, things that are in your physical world, material possessions. Something's coming through. It's one of the best new moons of 2025. Okay? And it's also, if money's not a thing for you at all, self-worth, self-value, okay? The things that you value, how you, what you're worth, seeing what you're worth. All right? Now, big month. So we are if you are new to my channel, I'm going to give you your astrological overview real quick. Then I'm going to do your spread, and then I'm going to break it down week by week, pull more cards. We'll go through some of the aspects, okay? There's a lot happening. Now, we kick off this month technically with the new moon in Pisces. And again, greatness there. All right, March 1st, Saturday, Venus goes retrograde. Now, I've got to just make it very clear now, because there's got to be, I know I've got a lot of comments and questions about this throughout the month. This is not a typical Venus retrograde, okay? She's going to move back into Pisces on March 27th, retrograde, go direct in Pisces April 12th until April 30th, then move back to Aries April 30th to June 5th. So she's flip-flopping between 2 signs, and only 2 signs in 2 months, or in 2 signs in 5 months. And this is kind of a big deal. And I'm gonna break it down later, but it just kind of it's just like the Bachelorette, right? She's going back and forth between two bachelors. Now Venus retrograde in Aries, that's more, what do I want, right? Venus retrograde in Pisces is, who's gonna sweep me off my feet? And you are going to have a lot of moments here, especially with money, reassessing, reevaluating. A lot of y'all are thinking about leaving jobs for new jobs, starting side hustles, side gigs, side projects, a lot. Okay, so I want you to know, Venus is going to be in her weakened state. Okay, because she's going to be retrograding, and you will be reassessing what brings you pleasure and what brings you desire. All right, and so use this. It's meant to be used, right? And if you are single, by the way, not a good time to start a relationship, okay? You can date, you can have fun, but I'd wait it out, all right? The other thing is, if you are in a relationship, you're just, might possibly reassess them. Now, I'm not saying that. Here's the thing. Think about, like, I think it's April to June of 2017. The last time Venus was retrograde in Aries. It'll give you an idea of what was going on around that time, okay, for you Aquarius. Aries, by the way, rules your third house. So, again, it may not even be relationships in terms of love. It can be with siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, maybe some communication there. Yeah. Third house is communication, writing, researching, okay, learning new things. There's a lot happening. Of course, we'll talk about more in your weekly forecast, but there's going to be a lot of Aries energy. You're going to be traveling to. A lot of you are going to be thinking about, the trips that you want to take in the future. Maybe you're going to readjust your travel plans around this time, okay? I actually did a Venus retrograde. This is what happens when I do this, like first thing in the morning. I did a Venus retrograde video. I'll leave the link in the description box, okay? Or at the end of this video, and I tell you what not to do during Venus retrograde. Try not to get cosmetic surgery as well. Venus rules beauty. Now, March 2nd, Mercury will conjunct Neptune in Pisces, 29 degrees. Mercury has a megaphone at this point. I want you to use it. Yeah? Okay? Because this is anything that you're thinking, speaking, communicating, writing, it's going to be, you're going to feel emotionally moved because it's all happening in Pisces, which is, compassion and the arts and spirituality and intuition, all of that. You're going to really feel it. Remember, Mercury is storytelling, right? Neptune in Pisces is a fairy tale. So keep a foot on the ground. It can be a little pie in the sky, just over imagining, but you can use this aspect wisely. I mean, if you've got so much happening in your third house, writing, a great time. This is your creativity on a whole other level, off the charts. And if Neptune is fantasy, write a fantasy novel. Use this, write a fairy tale. This is going to be great for y'all. All right, now Monday, March 3rd, Mercury moves into Aries. Now, why is this also really peculiar? Is because Mercury will go retrograde March 14th, doing the same thing that Venus is doing. Mercury will go direct in April 7th, in Pisces, because he's going to move back into Pisces for about a week. And then on April 15th, go back into Aries until May 10th. So do you see how you are going to be very communicative? All right. You're going to be having a lot of conversations. I would not be surprised if you have a lot of agreements around this time, transactions, small businesses there's going to be a lot of activity with y'all. And then any Aquarius, there's a lot of contracts that may be signed around this time. Here's the thing. Mercury will be retrograde. So try to avoid that when Mercury's retrograde. Okay? You've got until the 14th, right? Mercury, by the way, in Aries. That's bold. That's speaking with conviction. This is a lot of confidence. This is being very direct. Okay? This is you going through a drive-through at a Chick-fil-A, and you're like, I want one meal, 2, 3, 4, 6 fries, ice cream, iced tea, make it a supersized one, and throw in the kids' meal. Done. No dilly-dally. No dilly-dally, all right? None of like, well, what is it? No, this is Mercury in Aries. Let's do it, okay? And therein lies the lower expression. Mercury in Aries can be a little overly aggressive. So just keep that in mind, all right? You just want to make sure that you are not too assertive because you're gonna feel this. Mercury in Aries, it's exciting for you. This is exciting for you. There's this great enthusiasm. Aries is very bold, pioneering, entrepreneurial. A lot of y'all are going to be starting new things. I want you to get really excited. All right. Now, Friday, March 7th, the sun is going to trine Mars. Yeah, this is big. This is big. You're about to get really busy. Really busy. And you're going to love this. Mars is no longer retrograde. So you have the power of Mars now in your 6th house, by the way. Yeah. That's everyday activities, that's work, employees, colleagues, your sense of responsibility, duty when it comes to work, as well as health. Yeah, you may be revisiting or taking care of health matters as well. It's trining the sun, a life force. And so this aspect, because Mars, remember, is moving slowly at this point, really not going to gain speed until April. Okay, so, but still no longer retrograde. This is getting the job done. This is having that stamina, because remember, there's physicality here. It's the life force with the planet of action. You're going to feel driven. And there's so much work stuff happening here for y'all. All right. Work and money. Okay. So please go out there and exert your energy physically. Yeah. Now, Wednesday, March 12th, the sun will conjunct Saturn. Okay, so this is big. It's so big that I even talked about it last week in your last week's reading. This is happening once a year. It's a rare aspect. And remember, we did have Mercury conjunct Saturn. We had Venus conjunct Saturn. We had Mars trine Saturn. Saturn building you that bridge, giving you more structure, stability, even making you an authority. And remember, any of these powerful conjunctions that's happening in Pisces, and there's a load of aspects happening in Pisces this month in your 2nd house of money and income and salary. There's something here. There's something here that you are putting in the work, and there's this great enthusiasm as you do it. This is a very powerful aspect. This is the type of aspect where there's something here about wanting accolades, wanting to feel achievement, even validation from bosses, authorities. There's likely some new thing that you're starting or a new way that you're feeling. This is refreshing, okay? So this is really great, Saturn. Remember, the taskmaster asking you to take on responsibilities. You're going to be doing it with a smile because you want to prove your worth. So please take advantage of this, okay? It's like that show on HBO. I forget the name of it. I got to look it up. I know it's when all those interns at that one big company, some law firm or something, where they all believe in themselves, they all are, exceeding expectations. You're going to feel like that. Now, at this point, moving forward, things get a little bit spicy because we not only have the sun conjunct Saturn, the sun is going to be conjuncting Saturn, conjuncting the North Node, conjuncting Neptune, all in Pisces until March 20th. At the same time, Venus retrograde is conjuncting Mercury retrograde for a few weeks. And it's all happening at the time of our first eclipse of the season. Okay? Thursday, March 13th, 14th. It's a total full moon lunar eclipse. So, please go out there and see it. It's a blood moon. It's going to be beautiful. Now, it's happening in Virgo at 24 degrees. Out of all the signs, you may feel this. And I'm going to explain why. But first, it is happening at midnight Eastern Standard Time, my time. And so that's, adjust that to wherever you are in the world, because at 3 a.m., that's when it's going to be at maximum. And then it'll end at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is technically all on the 14th. All right. But go see it. So we're kicking off the Pisces Virgo nodal axis right now with the first eclipse. Now, these eclipses happen every 19 years. So Think back to 2006 to 2008. What was happening in your life around that time? Because these eclipses repeat at nearly, the exact same degree. There's something ending. There's absolutely something ending. And the reason why I'm calling on you, Aquarius, is because Virgo rules your 8th house of death and rebirth. So regeneration, transformation. So there truly may be something here ending, right? You can't have rebirth without that death part. And so there's going to be something here. You're going to have to let go. All right? You're going to have to let go to become this better, best Aquarius 2.0 version. Yeah? This is a big one. All right? I want you to see how things pan out because eclipses are 10 times the power of the full moon, this lunar eclipse. And as you know, full moons are emotional. And they illuminate, something's going to be highly illuminated for you. And if not you, by the way, maybe someone within your orbit, okay? 8th house, there's a degree of relationships here too. Love, business partners. So there may be some changes, okay? And I've been telling all the other signs, it's even like eclipses are so strong, you may not notice something happen on the day or even days surrounding it, but it could be that one little thought you had or one little conversation that you had that snowballs, that butterfly effect. Like a month later, that's when you see the results and what was illuminated for you. So just remember, like the ripple effect. So just remember that eclipses are part of your path. They put you on the path that you need to be on. And I'm just saying this because eclipses are known to eclipse things out of your life. All right. So this is part of your evolution, your awakening, your frequency, your journey. They bring truth to light, like I said, and there's weight with a lunar eclipse, and you want to shed that weight. All right. So the great news is that it is going to be trining Pluto in your sign. Okay. So, but it is conjuncting the South Node. So if something's got to go, eclipses are game changers. Something's got to go, or something will end. All right. Not as much as a turning point here. Something really just we're clearing things out. So please use this. It is in your 8th house. Anything that's a part of you that you're just like, I don't want to bring this into 2025. Now's your time. Now is your time. Okay? Because hey, let's cue Bruno Mars. Aquarius, Team Aquarius, you are beautiful just the way you are. All right? Keep that in mind. Say that to yourself on this day, every day, right? Because this is a lunar eclipse in Virgo. That is releasing anything, that perfectionist energy, being self-critical, hypercritical, being hard on yourself. We are letting all of that go. The eclipse is illuminating those parts of you. You're going to see those parts of you. And it's like doing shadow work, right? Especially for you, it's your 8th house. Letting all of that go now. You don't need that, okay? You're fine. You're good. So take the time around this week to let that part go, okay? Let things go so you can grow. Remember, I said this is the healing path this year with the eclipses and the nodal shifts, right? Pisces, Virgo. And Virgo is all about being selfless and service to others. So just see how things play out. Now, here's the thing. Mutable signs. If you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, your sister, your husband, all the mutable signs, that would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. And I'm throwing in Cancer because the moon is their ruler. They're going to feel this the most. If you have any planets, or if you have your moon in Virgo, 22 to 26 degrees, and you can give that a little bit of a wider orb, maybe 27 degrees, 28. You will feel it. And I'm also throwing in you now because it is in your 8th house. So just keep that in mind. It may be a big one. It may be a big one, and money. Yeah. Remember I said you got a lot of money stuff happening. You got the North Node in Pisces, right? You got a stellium and 3 to 4, 5 planets conjuncting in Pisces throughout the entire month. In your 2nd house of income, now you got this Virgo eclipse in your 8th house, the other money house. And so that would be royalties, commissions, bonuses, inheritance, investments, taxes, loans, joint bank accounts, all of that. All right. So just expect some adjustments here. All right. The sun will be sextile Uranus, by the way. And so there could be some really great surprises. Yeah. Especially around the home front. Significant other, family, children. It's nice. Okay. And so, it's a big one, and of course, we'll talk more about it in your weekly forecast. Now, you see the sun sextile Uranus, like I said, and it could be a personal breakthrough for you too. This lunar eclipse. Now, Mercury will officially go retrograde this day. We all know about Mercury retrograde. We'll talk more about it in your weekly forecast, and I will explain what Mercury retrograde in Aries means for you. But then we get to March 20th. The sun moves into Aries. We're officially in an Aries season. Happy equinox. Look at the last live stream I did. Why the equinox is so important. Okay, it was the March astrology overview. Happy spring. I told you last, October's time is speeding up. We're here. We're already in spring. Okay, that's the thing. Happy fall if you're in the southern hemisphere. Now, at this point, you got Venus, Mercury, and the sun in Aries. You have a stellium in Aries. Neptune about to move into Aries. The sun exalted in Aries, where it does its best. Yeah, Aries is the ram. Okay, Aries is the I am of the zodiac. That's all you. This is confidence because it's in your third house. It rules your third house. So anything that you're speaking, anything that you're thinking, anything that you're processing, it's all about you right now. You're prioritizing you, and I want you to. Okay? I want you to. Especially because of every other thing that's happening for you right now throughout this month. And just know what you want. With all these retrogrades, you are going to be reassessing things. And it almost is kind of like a calm to like the storm of the eclipses. So I don't mind it, but just know you're going to be rethinking a lot. Yeah? Okay, we got that. And at this point, you still have this Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node conjuncting in Pisces. And now the Sun, Mercury, and Venus all conjuncting in Aries. So remember, conjunctions are powerful. These planets are tight together. It's not just the Sun, Mercury, and Venus all in Aries, they're conjuncting. So it's big, okay? And that's going to be until March 27th, this stellium conjunction in Aries. There's something big here, something big. I wouldn't be surprised if you make a big announcement, have a big breakthrough in something that you want to communicate. There's something big here for you, Aquarius. And then Saturday, March 22nd, the sun now conjuncts Venus. Another rare once a year aspect that's happening in Aries. Please mark this in your calendar. Mark all these big dates in your calendar. This is because this is so romantic, first of all. Yeah. This is a very romantic day. This is a gift from the universe. If you're not here for romance, put wheels in motion for creative projects, for conversations you need to have, important conversations, entrepreneurship, finances. Give something life, all right? Remember, you don't really want to sign something while Mercury's retrograde. You can. I explained this in the March overview I did. You can. Just expect maybe some changes when Mercury goes direct, but there's a lot happening in your third house, okay? And I'm going to tell you something in the second spread, a story about me on how I was able to use all this Aries aspect for something big, okay? Now, Tuesday, March 25th. No, let's skip to March 27th. This is a little bit bigger. Venus conjuncting Neptune. It's not on the whiteboard, but I love this. So again, if you are a creative type, off the charts. Your creativity, off the charts. This is the arts. This is love, compassion, all of that heightened. This is high frequency. And it's the same day that Venus is moving back into Pisces. at 29 degrees. So now things get a little bit spicier. Now, around this time, March 27th, now we've got Venus conjuncting Neptune, conjuncting Saturn, conjuncting the North Node, conjuncting the Moon, because the Moon will be in Pisces this day, while the Sun is conjuncting Mercury in Aries. So that's a 7-planet junction in Aries, Pisces. Okay? Yeah, 2 signs. Because all the planets are straddling between 24 degrees over that 0 degree point to about 9 degrees. So they're all like this. And 0 degrees, that's the degree of new beginnings. And then that 29 degrees, where you're having a lot of these conjunctions, that's clearing house. You're changing. There's big changes happening for you. All about your self-worth, self-value, material possessions, money. Money. March is your money month. There's a lot of money stuff happening for you because look at what's happening. It's overlapping the new moon solar eclipse in Aries at 9 degrees. This 7 a.m., first of all, it's a partial eclipse happening at 7 a.m. on that day. This is Saturday. This is concluding the Aries Libra axis. Remember, we had the North Node, South Node in Aries Libra last year. The eclipses in Aries Libra last year. That, to be honest, this is the last one. There is some, like an eclipse in Aries is so bold. Remember, the ram, it can be a breakthrough in itself. Just see what happens. See what happens. But at least feel that confidence and take bold actions. Okay? Remember, this is happening in your 3rd house. I would be surprised if a lot of y'all are definitely traveling. Jupiter and Pluto, again, really good alignment here. I like this. There's something here really nice. Now, all the cardinal signs, if you're a cross watcher, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, you're definitely going to feel this the most, or they will. Sagittarius and Leos, all the fire signs, including Aries, will also feel this more than the other signs. And if you have any planets, if you know your birth chart, if you have any planets or the moon in Aries in your birth chart between 7 to 11 degrees, you'll feel it. Okay? Now, Mercury moves back into Pisces this day. Therefore, Mercury will conjunct Neptune again at 29 degrees. And at this point, you've got Mercury, Venus, Neptune, Saturn, the North Node, all conjunct in Pisces until April 15th. This is all in your 2nd house of income, salary, finances, self-worth, self-value. And then the day after March 30th, you have Neptune moving into Aries. What a day. What a day. First time since 1861. So, again, nobody on this planet, that's the 8 billion people living on this planet, none of us have experienced Neptune in Aries, okay? And I'm going to talk about that more in your weekly forecast. And you see the eclipses at the end of the month. Like I said, every new moon for the first 6 months of this year will be happening at the end of every month. Therefore, the eclipse and Neptune moving into Aries, we're going to talk about a lot more in April because that's where you're going to feel the biggest impact. So Aquarius, wow, what a month. What a month. You know I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius, Team Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 2025. Aquarius, do you like how I'm maintaining strong eye contact with you this entire time? Aquarius, I missed y'all. I do a traditional culture cross spread, offers the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Aquarius, you know I love y'all. We're a team. We're in this together. We're in this together. There's some big changes happening come March, okay? And you're already feeling it, all right? You're going to, when you hit that new moon, okay? Now, okay. Should we say it together? Okay, 1, 2, 3. You're good. You're good. Aquarius, wow. This is so big. So big. Um let's get started, okay? Wow, you are definitely not messing around in March. You are not messing around. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Love that. You already listen, I said money's a big thing. There's gonna be money matters. Yeah. It looks like a lot of y'all may have started new job. I mean, we're kicking this month off with that stellium Pisces new moon in your second house of money, and it comes out. This is also, remember, Pentacles are physicality, your physical world. So again, what did I say? Material possession. So maybe something coming through, something coming in. Maybe that Kia Civic that you wanted, or whatever it is, like car or house, whatever it is, it's big. Ace of Pentacles, but also a lot of y'all starting new jobs. Think about moving into new directions, maybe side hustle, side gigs. Like I said, look at that golden pathway. Look at the archway. I mean, that is your gateway into this new path that aces bring. You're good. Money, wealth, again, possessions. I would not even be surprised if there was like a baby in the picture, by the way. Maybe a new baby, like, you know what I mean? Like, you do have Jupiter and Gemini for, in your fifth house until June. You got Temperance as well in the heart of your spread. I love this. Who are you? Aquarius, this is amazing. Now, Temperance, you literally just got an archangel in the heart of your spread, and it's Archangel Michael. One of the reasons why this is really special is because did you see your last week's reading? Right? I'll just show you now. I mean, your final outcome. And now you manifested it, and it's become part of your reality for the entire month of March. Easy come, easy go. Water flows. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You've got an archangel protecting you all month. And an archangel telling you, Aquarius, you're fine. You're good. The path that you're on, look what we did for you. Now you're on it. And you're going to get to wherever you want to go. So avoid any extremes, okay? Temperance is all about patience. Practicing patience. And that's what the retrogrades are going to require of you. And when you have Venus and Mercury overlapping, retrograding, we'll talk about it next week, okay? This is big. This is great. Remember, Temperance is Sagittarius, rules your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams, as well as your social network, groups you belong to. And that's just another thing that's happening anyway. There's a lot of people involved in your life this month that you may have a lot of moments with, okay, with those relationships. But I want you to see here, remember what I said, like water flows, and there's a sense of just not going to extremes. Temperance literally means like self-restraint, right? You can even see that archangel here pouring between the two cups. He's not going like whoosh, 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 whoosh. No, there's this balance and temperance and easy come, easy go. Okay, so just you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. Mind, body, spirit. Now, you have the Six of Swords here in your challenge area. There's something you're going to have to let go, all right? Six of Swords is your card, by the way. It's an Aquarius card. And it is kind of like this, I'll show you here. It's going from like this chaos to calm, especially up here, right? With the way you're thinking about things, processing things. It does seem like, well, two things here. You got to look at your entire spread. One, it does seem like you're finally accepting something that may have happened, okay, or will happen in March, and just accepting it. You're like, okay, this is life. Life is not a Disney movie, as Jimmy says all the time. There's going to be challenges, and this one, it's just, I can't hold on to that energy. I'm accepting it, moving forward, all right? So it seems like some of y'all are going to be coming out of that, but then again, at the same time, there may be some of y'all, and it may be these people in your life. It could be family. It could be, colleagues. You have a lot of work stuff happening where we're just going to have to be mindful with how maybe there's a situation or circumstance, just connecting and communicating, right? Swords are all about communication. Now, the Emperor in your crown, This is you being bold. This is you knowing that you have so much power and you're going to use it. The Emperor, by the way, is Aries. You see the rams? I've been talking about the ram. You see the rams in his throne? So this is power. This is authority. This is someone, he's got the world in his hand. He's got the Egyptian Ankh in his other hand, that life force. Pay attention to when, the sun trines Mars anyway. That's big. You're going to feel that all month, by the way. Remember, Mars is moving slow. So anyway, you're going to feel that. Use it. Use it. What I say? I say he's the authority. Let's take that word back to its etymological root. Autorite, author. Be the author of your story. Aries, all this energy, Aries is in your third house of writing and communication. Use it. Please use it. All that power. Get the things that you deserve. This is really wonderful. I love it. He lays down the laws too. A lot of y'all may be thinking about being in places of higher authority, bigger positions as well. Like things like that can be family related too. He is like the father of tarot, right? Like so dad energy, but also just parent energy. It's just masculine energy. Hey, 2 of Cups. And the root of your spread. Come on. Come on. There's a lot of soul. Remember, I even said that last week. Like all this Piscean energy. It's just so soulful. And you've got the 2 of Cups in the heart of your spread, opening yourself up to someone else, and maybe even like a current relationship. Maybe there's something here where maybe you have already met someone or will in March, and it doesn't always have to do with love, okay? It can be work. It can be career, especially for you. The 2 of Cups is attributed to Venus in Cancer. It's a Cancer card. What did I say? You've got Mars in Cancer in your 6th house of work and everyday activities, but also health. So when I say health, you see the caduceus between them, all right? So there's a lot of healing energy here as well. So it could be this healing energy with someone else as well. And it can be a friend. It can be like very platonic, but there's this great passion, right? With a lion, the winged lion. I love this. I absolutely love it, okay? Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. That's right here. Thank you, Aristotle. And you got the Lovers with that. What is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. You have a lunar eclipse in Virgo in your 8th house that has to do with partnerships, like relationships, like love. Like there's this depth of something there, right? Business partners I mentioned as well. It could be something with, but there's some one-on-one activity here. Now you got the Lovers in your future where the Lovers is a stronger energy than the Lovers. I'm sorry, than the 2 of Cups. This is that depth I was talking about. You've got 2 archangels back to back. You've got the Lovers in your future. The Lovers attributed to Gemini. What did I just say earlier? You have Jupiter in Gemini in your 5th house. That represents joy, pleasure, but also true love, romance, creativity. It could be a creative partner. Remember, you got a lot of work stuff happening too. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. You see that the full abundance of the sun. You've got Archangel Raphael gifting you all this love. And you're like, I got this. I got this. What am I going to do with all this love that I got? That's what that card is. It's choice. It's your choice. Okay? You're going to have opportunities. You were really good, Aquarius. Let's get to your stuff. Aquarius, y'all are amazing. You get me so fired up. You get me so amped up. Don't you love being an Aquarius? I love being an Aquarius. I love being Team Aquarius. I was going to tell you something earlier. Let me think. It'll come back. But, if you like this reading, by the way, if you like, subscribe, leave comments. That'd be great. Amazing. Thank you so much. And please do leave comments. I always love hearing from my team. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. What? You're not messing around. You're not messing around. So before I forget, remember what I said. Not a great time to start a relationship when Venus is retrograde, okay? You can have fun. You can date. You can go to the, Pizza Hut, whatever you want, but don't make anything like official, okay? Because you see that here. Now, you've got the Page of Pentacles. I was just going to show you. You got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So there's an element of what you're manifesting, what you're hoping for is already happening, right? With that Ace of Pentacles, that Page of Pentacles, and he's just excited now. He's got this pentacle. He's got look at him, so compelled. This page, by the way, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. The Page of Pentacles is like the biggest student. He loves learning. He wants to turn that. He wants to, it's like a lemonade stand. He wants to make it into something, okay? A business, a big business. He wants to use it, all right? He eventually wants to become King of Pentacles, and he will, because he's so devoted. Look at him. He's not going to let that pentacle go, all right? So there is this sense of you wanting something new to happen when it comes to money. Something rooting up in your life, and now you got the Page of Cups, and your external factors area of the Page of Cups is very different. This is a big dreamer. You've got all this visionary, beautiful, creative energy that's happening with the stellium and conjunctions throughout the entire month in Pisces, okay? And Page of Cups. Cups are water. He has a lot of Piscean energy. You even see the fish coming out of the cup there, which truly does represent creativity, but this is also just following your bliss and doing what you want to do. But hey, it's in your external factors area. There's very likely a message coming through, or a person coming through, especially with the Lovers, especially with the Two of Cups. Someone coming through, and it's going to light up your world. Very, very nice. And please pay attention to your dreams, okay? Because you could be getting intuitive messages as well. You're good. You got the Five of Pentacles, but where it is in your spread, it's saying, I want to make changes. I want to make changes with money, with finances, with things in my physical world, where if you feel things are hard on you, you don't want it anymore. What did I say about that lunar eclipse in Virgo? Use it, okay? What did I say? You've got so much happening with money this month. This is saying, I don't want to be here, okay? Put your energy toward what you want, but let some things go. You got the Devil in your final outcome. How funny is it that you got the Devil? Look, I'm going to show you something here. Right? So, the Devil, card 15, 1 plus 5 equals 6. The Lover's card equals 6, where it is 6. And you've got, let's call them Adam and Eve. You got the Adam and Eve now here, okay? Chained to the Devil. And so, like I said, maybe not a good idea to enter a new a partnership, like it can be work too, okay? But also recognizing what's not serving you and letting it go. And this, hey, these chains are loose. They can break free anytime they want. You can break free anytime you want. But you've got to recognize, and I've said this so many times from the beginning, because you have a lunar eclipse in your 8th house. You've got to let something go. Something's got to go. And a lot of it just can be up here too. You know, the Devil is pessimistic thinking. The Devil is obsessions and vices and addictions, bad behaviors, right? There's something here. Just let it go. And it doesn't have to do with relationships. You know, it's what is it that you feel like something is bringing you, like hitting all these endorphin levels, but you're just at the same time like, I need a, you know, I know it's not great for me. Otherwise, you're great. You're amazing. You're good, and I know you will. You got the Emperor, and I know you will. Yeah, I know you will. I can't stop looking at your spread. Let's break it down. Aquarius, week 1. Okay, so let's look at the first week. We got Venus going retrograde right away, right, in Aries, and then Mercury conjunct Neptune. You got Mercury movement into Aries. And then the Sun trine Mars. Again, I think that you're really going to love the Sun trine Mars. And because Mars is, moving a little slow, that's great for us, right? Because that means you're going to feel this pretty much all month. The Sun trine Mars, a very, very auspicious aspect. Let's see what's going for you with and happy Daylight Savings Day, Sunday, March 9th. Let's see what's going on for you first week of March. So you're good. You're good. So, yeah, did you see your last week's reading? So again, when you think about what happened last week, you're truly manifesting it. You really are. Weeks are literally sequential. So whatever you're doing at the end of February, it's working. Now, remember, I said that new moon in Pisces, right? That is just so much passion and compassion and love. And that's the Empress. It's super conscious love. You've got the lovers. You've got the Two of Cups. You got the pair, the Emperor and the Empress. So divine feminine. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. This is creativity off the charts as well. This is a goddess, okay? You have a goddess. First week. Abundance, luxury, comfort. Anything you want. Anything you want. You got to ask for it. You got to raise your frequency. You know how the law of attraction works. You've got this. Big thing. Big thing when she comes up twice. That's big. You know that, okay? You know that. So really, really just absorb that energy. Get what you want. Get what you need. She holds that golden scepter. That creates all that abundance. I want you to spend some time in nature too. I do. But there is something, the Empress is card 3. 1, 2 equals new reality. Yeah. So the first week coming after that new moon in Pisces, and you have the Ace of Pentacles and your recent past. So you know something new is absolutely happening for you. Okay. You even see the golden wheat, right? This new crop. That all this nature here. I love it. All right. Now the second week, spend time. All right. Do some earthing. Second week, we got the Sun conjunct Saturn. The big one is the full moon lunar eclipse. All right, that's a big one. But Mercury does go retrograde. We do have the Sun sextile Uranus. We have a lot of great things happening in the second week. All right, so let's see what's going on for you the second week of March. Oh, what is going on? What? Okay, so I'm gonna give you a mic drop. Another one. All right, so you just got the Sun. What is happening here? Okay. Yeah, I'm speechless. Okay, yeah. You have the transformation you need. You let some things go with this eclipse, and you power through with that Sun conjunct Saturn. You're gonna be absolutely amazing. You got the Sun, the biggest yes in tarot. Okay. The Sun, that is very optimistic, and it is all about abundance with the Empress. I mean, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like that's big. That's big. Okay, so and it's like great health, it's vitality, it's feeling free, it's achievements. Yeah, what did I say about the Sun conjuncting Saturn? That's what the red banner is for. Yeah, and high frequency. You're raising your frequency. You're vibrating at a really high frequency here. You even see the vibrations coming off the Sun. This is enormous. You're good. All right, so let's where are we now? Let's go to the third week. I cannot. Oh, I can. I'm going to show you. You got the Sun here, and then even in Temperance in the heart of your spread, the Sun in the shape of the crown. That pathway, right, where you're getting to. You got 2 pathways here. You're good now. Third week. Happy St. Patrick's Day. On March 17th. Oh, you know what? Around this time, it's around this time you may be, if not thinking about a new job, career, legacy, things like that. You may be already moving in that direction. Okay. Now, Thursday, March 20th, you have the sun moving into Aries. You've got the sun conjunct Venus. Again, that's absolutely special. Saturday, March 22nd. One thing that I didn't tell you, Aquarius, is that, and again, we'll talk about this in your weekly forecast to come, but Pluto, which is in your sign, is going to be having all these wonderful, amazing aspects. And it's in your sign. So you are going to start feeling really empowered. I'm not surprised. All right, so third week. Let's see what's going on for you. The third week of March. Oh my diddly days. Well, you got the moon. Look at you at all your major arcana. What is going on here? Okay, so the moon, yeah. Remember I said there's a lot of Piscean energy, yeah, throughout the entire month, but big. Like you've never felt it before with all these conjunctions throughout the entire month. North Node, right? The moon in tarot is attributed to Pisces. This is just saying, hey, at this point, you probably may have moved into something new. You probably know that there is something new that's on the horizon for you that's coming through. But this is also a time where you're coming after that lunar eclipse in Virgo, and you're still gonna, it's an eclipse, or you may feel it like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks afterward. But now this is saying, let's face any fear now and move forward, because the moon, you can see the dog and the wolf. It really is all about your evolution, emotional evolution. And you see the two columns here, towers, whatever you want to call them. They're up here, okay? They're up here. Subconscious. We're looking at the water, right? And the moon is intuition. So trust your intuition. Break down anything at this point that may be, right? Because it's part of you, like I said, your evolution. It's in Pisces, your second house, self-worth, self-value, all that confidence. Bring it up. Bring it up. I'll even clarify the moon for you. Oh, yeah. You got something big coming. You got the tower. Third week. Okay? Look out for that. There is going to be something big. All right? When you get the moon and the tower. Now, interestingly, I'm actually glad the tower came up, because there may be something here where if you're not going to break, things up in the subconscious because you got the devil in your final outcome. And that's why. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like, the tower is that chaotic moment. Something unexpected does happen, comes out of nowhere. Of course, we're going to have a lot of moments like that with these eclipses throughout March. You see the lightning striking the crown off the tower. So, if you don't break these things down up here, I'm going to throw the devil in here too. The things that you're holding on to that you know that is not great for you, maybe the eclipse will. And then you're going to have to work with that energy. But some of y'all, because you may be so not ready to break down things that are holding you back up here, and facing those things, like doing that shadow work with this lunar eclipse in your 8th house, if you're not doing that, you may be welcoming this tower moment that gives you no other option but to face it. Okay? Remember, devil in your final outcome. You've got to, there's something subconscious level, something that you're actually conscious of, doing shadow work, especially with the tower and the devil and the moon. Okay. So you see everything's moving you in this amazing direction, and the universe saying, oh, by the way, before we put you in your throne where you deserve to be, there's just something, can you just leave this? And so, yeah. All right. Now let's get to the last week. Last week, Aquarius, we do have, we have a Venus moving back into Pisces, Mercury moving back into Pisces, Neptune moving into Aries. Again, major, it's happening on the last day, so it's more of an April thing. And the same thing with the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, more of an April thing. But let's see what's going on for you for this week. There's so much happening, because remember, there's a lot of planets hovering that 0 degree point of new beginnings. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius for the last week of March. 5 of Wands. All right. Let's see eye to eye with people, especially because there are going to be some changes that you are adjusting to. It just seems like there's going to be some noise that you're going to have to just, right? And then coming out through the tower, there could just be like a little bit of like, Mars is still in Cancer. My emotions are still really heightened. A lot of activity in your sixth house of work, employees, colleagues, things like that. Okay. And then the last week, there's really nothing here other than like, third house. So maybe some family members you're not seeing eye to eye with. All right. All right. So remember, rise above. It's all you got to do. This card is highly associated with like egos at play, competitive energy. Yeah. But lightning bolt striking the crown off the tower, that's ego. So there's gonna have to be something here where it's just because you're bold. Okay, remember you got the emperor in your crown. You're bold. And remember what I said with any Aries energy, especially with Mercury at Aries, it's like not being too aggressive. And I'll clarify that 5 of Wands. And then you got the 3 of Pentacles. This is one of your best, or what's this card? Did that fall out? Okay, well, maybe let's see. Oh, you got the Chariot too, I guess. That was interesting. That kind of just, we'll use that as a clarifier too, but that's still even great because you got the 5 of Wands. Just work with people, and that's what you want. And then that's what you get. You get the 3 of Pentacles. This is all about teamwork, working with others. It can be work related, literally, or with family. There's family stuff happening with y'all, but coming together, bringing ideas together, sharing things. You got a lot of that happening here. 2 of Cups, of Lovers. You got the 3 of Pentacles, which is all about bonding. But look, it's the Pentacles, right? So again, money stuff. This is maybe a new career, maybe a new creative project, whatever you're working on. It's with other people and happily, like whistle while you work. Okay. The Pentacles, I would have just point out they're in the structure of the building, as you can see. Okay. So remember, I talked about that structure, that Saturn, your traditional ruler, is building you right now. Okay. And then boom, you're good. That Chariot, that life force energy that I was talking about. And he's got all this willpower. He's got all this courage. He's bold. He knows the direction he's going. That's great. The Chariot attributed to Cancer. Remember, I said you got Mars in Cancer trining the Sun all month in your 6th house of everyday activities and work. You're good. Aquarius, you're good. Absolutely good. There's a lot of, this is a big month for you. I'm gonna have to say this is probably the biggest months you've had in quite some time. Even bigger than your birthday season. This is big. So Aquarius, thanks so much. Yeah, the second spread we will do. We're gonna pull more. We're gonna pull a lot more cards. We're gonna look at career. I want to look at love too. We're gonna look at a couple things. And yeah, all right. So next week we'll go deeper in the aspects. Okay. And if you like this reading, it would be great if you subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going. We got to talk. All right. This is big. And tier 3 members, you know where to find the link for the second spread. All right, Aquarius, I love y'all. I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.